start next chapter in geography, chapter 5, industries. In previous chapter we read about the three types of economic activity. These are primary activities, secondary activity and tertiary activity. In this chapter, industry, industry is the part of secondary activities. What is the meaning of industries? Industry refers to an economic activities that is concerned with production of goods. And students, a production of goods, this is known as the steel industries, and extraction of minerals, this type of industries called mining industries, and provision of services, this is the tourism industries. Now next, emerging industries. Its other name is sunrise industries, because these industries have changed the all sector or all industries. And these are the example of information technology industries and wellness industries, hospitality, services and knowledge industries. Now next point I mention here, a type of industries, iron and steel industry. This is a very important industries, because this industries manufacture the product for other industries. This type of industry, steel and iron industries, provide the product to other industry. It helps to manufacturing the product and provide to other industries. All industries depend on iron and steel industries. If we talking about agro-based industries like parleji industries, how it is related to the iron and steel industry, you can see in that industries there are all machineries, all technologies are based on iron and steel. If any industry manufacture car or any vehicle, this is also get product from iron and steel industry. That's why iron and steel industry is very important industry, and all industries depend on iron and steel industry. Now cotton textile industry. This is the agro-based industries, because it type of industry get raw material from agriculture and manufacture the product like shirt and other blankets. And this is industry very old industry of our country. And next is information technology industries, and this is also other name is sunrise industries. This is industries very important industry, because it help to develop in other industry, because this type of industry, like information technology industry, because nowadays every sector is based on computerized, and wellness, how they react with each other, with their workers, this is known as wellness. Hospitality, how we tackle the all system of industries, and knowledge. That's why this industry is known as the sunrise industries. Now industries are classified on the basis of three things, like basis on raw material. First, industries, which type of industry can be. This is depend on that area, how type they produce the product, which type of product we can get from that place. Like agro-based industries, if we get from that place agriculture product, on that area we establish the agro-based industries. Mineral-based industries, if that area produce the mineral, if that we can get mineral from the surface of earth, that on that area we establish the industry mineral based industries. And marine based industries, a use the production from the sea and ocean as a raw material, and forest based industries like furniture, buildings, and paper. This type of industry, pulp. This type of industry known as the forest based industries. Next point is basis on size. Basis on size. What type of the size of that industry? This is also classification in three categories. Students, listen carefully. On basis of size, there are three type of size. Small scale industries. Small scale industries are those industries where industries has very small infrastructures. It means building, and there are very few workers, and they invest money or capital, few capital they invest on their industry. That industry is known as small scale industries. And the second one is large scale industries. This type of industries invest on large amount and have a big infrastructure. And next point is cottage industries. Cottage industries are very small industries where the products are manufactured by hand, by artisan, like basket weaving, grinding flour, pottery, and handicraft work. This type of industry known as the cottage industries. And now next, basis on ownership. Basis on ownership industries are classified into the three types: on joint sector, private sector, public sector, and cooperative sector. What is the private sector industries? These are industries owned and run by an individual or group of the individual person or a group of individual. And next is public sector industry. These are industries owned and run by government. Okay, which industry run by the government? This is that industry known as the public sector industries. And next is joint sector industries. This type of industries owned and run by the states as well as individuals also. And last one is cooperative sector industries. This type of industries owned and operated by producers or supply of raw material. Okay, next point is here, factors affecting location of industries. How establish any type of industries in why? What is the factors? And there are, students listen, the factor affecting the location of industries are the availability of raw material, land, water, labor, power, capital, transport, and market. Industries are situated where some or all these factors are easily available. In these factors, no one industry can be run. Okay, all things are very important for all type of industries like transport, labor, raw material, capital, market, power, and land. Next point I mention here, industrial system. Industrial system consists of input, process, and output. The input are the raw material, labor, and the cost of land, transport, power, and other infrastructures. And the process include a wide range of activities that convert the raw material into finishing product. In case of the textile industries, the input may be cotton, human labor, factory and transport cost. The process include ginning, spinning, weaving, dyeing and printing. The output is the shirt we wear. Okay, and now next point here, industrial region. What is the meaning of industrial region? Industrial region emerges when number of industries locate close to each other and share the benefit of their closeness. Major industries region of the world are Eastern North America, Western and Central Europe, Eastern Europe and Eastern Asia also. India has several industrial regions also, like Mumbai, Pune, Bangalore, Tamil Nadu region, Hooghly, Ahmedabad, Baroda region, Chhattisgarh Industries Belt, Visakhapatnam, Guntur Belt, Gurgaon, Delhi, Meerut, these regions and the Kolam-Twentpuram industrial cluster in which industrial region. Okay, now I mentioned here industrial disaster. What is the meaning of industrial disaster? In industrial accidents, disaster mainly occur due to the technology failure or irresponsible handling or hazardous material. One of the worst industrial disasters of all time occurred in Bhopal on 3rd December in 1984. It was technology accident. Reaction product leaked out of the pesticides factory. Now I mention here distribution of major industries. First is Tata Industries, Pittsburgh in USA. Pittsburgh is a very important steel industry of USA. And students, you know, the iron and steel industry is the mineral-based industries whose products are used as a raw material for other industries. And inputs in iron and steel industries: iron ore, coal, limestone, human labor, capital and infrastructure. Process involve smelting, refining, output obtains steel. Steel is called the backbone. Steel is also called the backbone of the modern industries. Main centers are West Bengal, Jharkhand, Odisha and Chhattisgarh. Tata Iron and Steel Company Limited, it means TISCO, TISCO, was the only one iron and steel plant in India till independence. It is located in Jamshedpur. And several iron and steel industries were set up after the independence. Okay, now next is cotton and textile industries. This is very old industries of the world. Okay, and you know, students, the cotton textile industry is the one of the most oldest industry in the world. India is renowned for the production excellent quality cotton. The first manufactured textile mills in India was established in 1854 in Mumbai. And rapid extension of the industry took place owing to the warm, moist climate, the presence of part nearby the availability of raw material and labor at cheap cost. This is the main reason. That's why a cotton textile industry set up in Mumbai, because on that area industry get labor easily. And the next, Kanpur, Ahmedabad, Kolkata, Ludhiana, Puducherry, and Panipat. Ahmedabad is the second largest textile city in India. After Mumbai, it refers as the Manchester of India. Osaka, where is situated? This industry is situated in Japan. Osaka. This is a very big cotton and textile industry. Osaka is the Manchester of Japan. And next industry, this is also known as the Sunrise Industries, Information Technology. It is situated in whole world, Silicon Valley, California, and Bangalore, India. The information technology sector deal in the storage, process, and distribution of information. Okay, these are the main hubs of information technology industries. Silicon in USA, Bangalore in India. Okay, and this chapter has completed. Now I will send you some PDF related to the topics and question answer. You prepare and do these all things in your notebook. If you have any queries, friends, you can ask on my personal number. Goodbye and see you in